If you've seen any of my previous messages, then you know my interest in accountability for the people that we put in elected office, as well as the men and women that we choose to lead our political parties. As a Republican in North Carolina, I am very interested in the men and women that we choose to put in leadership positions within the Republican Party in this state. And whether that's at the county level, the congressional district level, or at the state level of the party, I want the men and women that are chosen to lead to not only be competent, but to be held accountable when they're in the wrong, which happens more than most of us realize, because most Republicans in this state aren't paying attention to what the party itself is doing or not doing in some cases. This is something that I've been working on for years, particularly at the county and district level. Trying to hold people accountable to the platform that our party is built upon, and for those elected representatives in public office to hold those men and women accountable to the oath that they take when they assume that office. The oath of office is terribly important, but it's often overlooked and set aside when those men and women take office, and the voters themselves don't think about it at all, more often than not. So to do the kinds of things that I think need to be done, you need to get involved. And as far as the Republican Party itself is concerned, you need to get involved at your county level. If you live here in North Carolina, which most of you do, according to the bylaws of the North Carolina Republican Party, your county should be holding precinct meetings in the month of February. Not every county does. Some counties will hold their precinct meetings in March in conjunction with their county Republican convention. Because also in the state Republican bylaws, the individual county Republican organizations are required to have a county-wide convention in the month of March. And the counties that don't have their precinct meetings in February will often have those precinct meetings at the same time as their county-wide convention. The only way for you to get involved with the operation of the party and work to make the kind of changes that I believe are necessary is for you to get involved at the county level. You should, if you haven't already, which I don't think most of you have based on the numbers of people who attend these meetings each year and the number of people who are currently registered to attend my own local county convention, I know for a fact that most of you do not do this. You should visit your county's GOP website, whatever that is. I don't know what that is based on the county that you're in, but it shouldn't be hard to find. So long as you know the name of the county that you live in, you should be able to find the official GOP website for that county. And there should be a calendar of events somewhere on that website. You need to register for your precinct meeting if you haven't already missed it, held in the month of February. And if it's in conjunction with your county convention, you need to register for that convention and attend and involve yourself. And when you arrive, or if there's some pre-registration that can be done, let the organizers of that meeting know that you want to be a delegate, meaning you want to attend that meeting and meetings that come later as a voting member. You want to actually have the authority to make the decisions that govern the party. That means you have to be a delegate. So tell the people at your county convention that you want to be a delegate, not only at your county convention, but at your district convention, which should take place sometime in the month of April, as well as the state convention, which is scheduled to take place sometime in the month of June. The date has already been set, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Again, that's an easy thing to find out if you're interested in doing that. I bring these things up now because, as I said in a previous video, there has never been a better time for the Republican Party itself. With the gains that we're seeing, particularly at the federal level, from the executive branch, what President Trump is doing to drain the swamp, Republicans across the country are just thrilled beyond belief. And in fact, a lot of unaffiliated voters are excited to see these things, and even some further to the left on the political spectrum are excited by some of the things that they're seeing. There has never been a better time to bring those people into the Republican Party. If you are among those who are excited by the things that you're seeing at the federal level, the level of accountability that's being pushed on the federal government by not only the president, but by the men and women that he has chosen to lead the various parts of the executive branch. If that excites you, if you're glad to see the changes and that accountability that is being ushered in, then I desperately need you to help me within the Republican Party. Because for years I have been trying to instill a similar level of accountability on not only our elected leaders in public office, but also the men and women that we choose to lead the party itself. The men and women who are currently in charge of the North Carolina Republican Party, by and large, are fans of what they see from the federal government currently. But at the same time, they have no interest in that same type of accountability taking place within the Republican Party itself. I know this for a fact because I see it regularly when I bring certain things up in Republican meetings. They don't want that level of accountability within the party. If you do, if you believe what's happening with the government is good, and you want something similar to happen within the party, I need your help. Desperately need your help. This is the absolute best time ever for the Republican Party. And this year in 2025, at every level of the Republican Party in this state, county, district, and the state party level, new leadership will be elected. In your county, there will be a new chairman elected, or the current one will be re-elected, but there will be an election for chair of your county party. The vice chair will be elected or re-elected. In some counties, there are multiple vice chairs. Those individuals will also be elected or re-elected. Treasurers, secretaries, all of these people will be elected or re-elected at your county convention sometime in the month of March. If you want to have a say in that, you need to be there. You need to be in attendance, and you need to be a delegate to participate. The district level, which is the congressional districts in the state of North Carolina, there are 14 of those. There are currently 14 district chairs. Each district is comprised of some number of counties based on population. There are some districts that are wholly encompassed in one county, and there are some districts that are made up by as many as 21 or 22 individual counties. Each of those districts will have a separate convention sometime in the month of April, and at that convention this year, there will be an election for chair to lead that district organization. At that same event, there will be elections for vice chair. Some districts have multiple vice chairs, so those individuals will also be elected. There is also a district treasurer and a district secretary. All of these positions are up for election this year. And then in June, at the state convention, there will be an election for the North Carolina state chair and vice chair this year. The only way for you to participate in the direction that this party goes is to attend your county convention, sign up as a delegate, and attend your district and the state convention this summer. I am doing all that I can to force some level of accountability onto the men and women that lead the Republican Party, but they are pushing back tremendously. And there are far more of them and people like them than there are people like me across this state. If you believe the people that you elect should be held accountable, should be held to a particular standard, I need your help. I need you to attend your local precinct meeting, your local county convention, register as a delegate, and attend your district and state conventions later this year. I need your help.